Alrighty guys, so this is the value scale. So 1 will be here. 1 will be here, make that a 1. 2 will be here, 3, 4, etc. So that's why we use the value scale. So I'm going to start with my value number 2. I'm going to start shading in like this here. And then now what I'm going to do before I get any farther, I'm going to shade in part of my value 1. Since the value 1 is my darkest value, it helps me to have a gauge to say that I can't go any darker than that. So 2 and 1. So this is the 1. So this needs to be fully shaded in. I'll shade it fully in a bit, but so I'm going to start with value 1 here. So now I can compare 2 with the the white of the paper, so I can say value 2 needs to be quite a bit darker now. And so like if I compare this to my value scale, I can see that it's pretty close. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to keep that, and I'm just going to go around the entire sphere, making this the same value number 2. So just value number 2. So that's what that's looking like. I know you don't want to see me do this whole thing, so what I'm going to do now is going to go to value number 3, which is right here. I'm going to check and see if my value 2 is looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. Just make sure. That should all be. So let's say I'm going to do value 3 and then value 4. So value 3 has to be just slightly lighter than that. So I'm going to go just to make this all even. Okay. So value 3 is right here. So if I look at my value 3 here, I see my value 3 is just a bit darker. So I'm just going to darken this up just a bit. I can see that that was not even there. So there's value 3. And then finally value 4 will just be slightly lighter than this one. So I'm going to again just kind of stay within the band, making this all this band a value 4. So just slightly lighter than the 3. Let me erase this so that it can make some more sense. So far, let me see, my value 4 is a little bit darker. My value 3 is just still a little bit darker on my value scale. And then here, this needs to be a value 4. So it's still just a bit darker or the value 4. And then just let me, there we go. Nice. There's the 3. So you can see that it progressively gets lighter, and we'll talk about that later, but that goes like that. So now I need to do my value 5, which is right here. So you can see this is a tiny band. So my value 5, so we'll finish that. Value 5 will look like that, and we'll see that in the next video.